story is The Little Skunk. It's a story about a little skunk. There were a brother and a sister. They lived in Pennsylvania. And outside of their house, they had a tree house. And there was a girl. The girl's name was Robin. The boy's name was George. And he had a good friend that he played with all the time named Mike. So their mom was going to go to the store. And she asked Robin to look after her little brother. But she told her son not to invite his friend over, okay? And Robin said okay, and her brother George said okay. But the minute their mom left, he got on the phone and called his friend up, told him, come on, let's go up in the treehouse and play. So his sister was kind of cranky and mean anyway, and she started dogging him out, you know, telling him, you know, mom said don't call him up, now you going out there, blah, blah, and getting on him like that. So when his friend Mike got there, they went up in the treehouse. And the way up to the treehouse was a rope. You had to take a rope. So when they got up in the treehouse, they were playing around and carrying on, and his sister called her brother to come and eat something. And when she called her brother, he whirled around, and his friend Mike's foot got caught in the rope and got knocked off the treehouse, and he was hanging upside down with the rope on his foot. So George came down from the treehouse, went in the house, was trying to find his sister Robin. His sister Robin came out there, and she was saying, you're always doing things wrong, you always messing up, and she was calling him all kind of, you know, crazy names and stuff. So she went up to the treehouse and got Mike down. In the meantime, they left the door open, the front door. And guess what? The little skunk came in the front door. So by the time he got his friend Mike down, and they got back to the house, and they started sniffing, and then Robin said, did you leave the door open? And they said, yeah. She said, well, a skunk came in the house. Well, the skunk, they said, we gotta find him before mom comes home because she is gonna be really mad. She's gonna know I called Mike, and she's gonna know what happened. So they went looking all over the house for this skunk. Every time they would look for the skunk would squirt. Think of more. They were searching and searching for this skunk. This was a fast little skunk, man. So finally, they get so upset because they know they're gonna be in trouble. They know their mama gonna know. They know their daddy gonna know, and they don't know how they're gonna get this odor from this skunk out the house. So what happens is they keep on trying to find the skunk. They looked under the bed, and two eyes were peeping out from under the bed. They said, oh no, the skunk is under mom and dad's bed. We're really gonna get it now. So they asked their friend Mike to try to corner the skunk on one side, and the skunk shot through the house and went on another side. They could not chase this little skunk down for nothing. All of a sudden, Robin is bawling them out. They can't find the skunk. George is getting scared because he thinks he got a beating coming, and they don't know what to do. Guess what happened? The skunk went to eat the cat's food. When the cat saw the skunk, the cat went, wah! The skunk got loose, stinking everywhere it was running, and ran out the front door. They said, phew, but how we gonna get this odor out of this house? That skunk, yeah, the cat. Hear that? Your kitty cat? Oh, know what to do. So they call their mom and dad up and say, we messed up, you know, trying to soften it up before the mom and the dad got home. Well, the mom and the dad have been going to this new church. And this new church had been talking about something called forgiveness. So the mom and the dad came home, and the daughter, you know, the mean daughter I told you about? Okay. They start telling, it's okay, let them talk, it's all right. I like it, ain't no problem. You don't have no skunks at your house, do you? Okay, good. They're not too friendly. Anyway, the mom and the dad came home. And the mom and the dad start talking. And they went and got the daughter, the main one I told you about, who was trying to get her brother in trouble. And they sat down and they said, well, the church that we have been to, they talk about forgiveness, so let's forgive them and tell them not to do it again. You know what? But the mom said they're going to clean up the skunk odor. I don't care, I forgive them, but they got to clean up the skunk odor. So they all got together and they started scrubbing the skunk odor. And they got the skunk odor out so that you couldn't smell it anymore in the house. But they sat down for dinner. And the mean daughter, they started telling her that maybe she shouldn't treat her brother so mean. And maybe she should be a little bit nicer to her brother. And the brother George, who disobeyed his parents, they talked to him too. And they told him that they love him and they're not going to get him, but he had a little bit of time out coming for letting that skunk in the house. Let me ask you a question. That skunk stank up that house really, really bad. And that house is like you. Well, maybe we could get the little skunk out of her house. Okay? Listen, little skunks stink up houses. And sometimes little skunks can get in our house. Come here, let me show you your house. This is your house. You don't want no skunks in here, do you? If a skunk came in here, what would you do?
I would probably kill it.
Sit down. Now we met downstairs. If a skunk came in your house, what would you do? Okay, that's good. If a skunk came in your house, what would you do?
I would be shoot out of the house.
Well, what if it ran under your bed?
I just get it with my cat. And let the cat get it.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
What I would do is probably try and get it out of the house, like try and scare it out the door.
Yeah, that's another good idea. Well, let me tell you something. Sometimes little skunks get in people. Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking about imaginary skunks. You know? Imaginary skunks get in people. And they stink. And we have to get those little skunks out. We can't see them with our natural eye. Close your eyes and imagine a little skunk. Just imagine a little skunk. All skunks are black and white. All skunks are black with a white stripe. Your skunk could be blue, could be orange, but an orange skunk is still a little skunk. He's just a different color. So what I want to do, if there any of those little imaginary skunks in you, don't you want them out? You don't want them stinking up your house. Let's get them out. It might not be any there. And we can't use your cat. Take one of these paper towels. And we're going to see if there's any little skunks around here. I'll get me one.
Give me one.
Come on, we're going to hunt for little skunks. We're not going to give them the opportunity to stink up our house. If it's any little skunks, let's say, little skunks. Say it, little skunks. You coming out of my house today. You might not be there. But I'm going to fix it so you can never come in my house. Okay, look. Take the paper towel like this. I'm going to command any little skunks to go. They got to go. You help me. Close your eyes and tell me if you can see. One time a little girl saw a white skunk. Another time a little girl saw a yellow skunk. If you see, close your eyes and tell me if you can see any, you want to see them. If you can see any colored little skunk, let me know. Any colored little skunk. Okay. Let's command all the little skunks to go. Say, little skunks, get out of me. If there are any pink skunks, any yellow skunks, any orange skunks, and any classic black and white skunks, you coming out of me today. Hold your paper towel up. All little skunks. When I say go, cough in the paper towel. All little skunks. Go! Cough in the paper towel.